Leeds, capital city of Yorkshire, God's own county, home of the Yorkshire pudding, Tetley's bitter and scary spice. But Leeds isn't all about beer and skittles. Leeds city centre has 3.5 million square feet of retail floor space and nearly 6 miles of shopping streets. It's also the commercial capital of the north, second only to London as a financial and business centre. I'm Nick Cahoon, and I'm here today to find out what makes Leeds great and what sets it apart from other great English cities. Ask any schoolboy who invented the cinema, and they'll likely tell you it was Thomas Edison. In 1888, Edison filed a preliminary claim with the Patents Office for a device that he said would do for the eye what the phonograph did for the ear. It was, however, only an outline claim, and he didn't actually build his first working camera until 1891. However, several years earlier, a young Frenchman, Louis Leprance, who was living in Leeds at the time, had similar ideas of his own. By the time Edison had filed his preliminary patent, Leprance had already gone ahead and built a fully functioning cinema camera of his own. The story itself is full of mystery and intrigue, and would be very much as at home in an episode of Midsummer Murders as it is in the history of film. I'm on my way to the National Media Museum, just down the road in Bradford, to meet curator Tony Booth to find out more. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Nick.
Nice to see you.
And you.
So, what evidence is there that Leprance was actually the inventor of the cinema?
Well, we have the cameras and the films that he made with those cameras to prove that. Here in the museum's collection there are 2 cameras, a 16-lens camera and a single-lens camera from 1886 and 88, along with the 3 examples of his films as well.
So why does Edison get so much credit when the evidence for Leprance is so compelling?
Edison's one of a number of really important figures in the history of cinema, along with Lumiere brothers, for example. The main problem with Leprance is that the public never saw his moving pictures.
Sure.
He never managed to devise, as far as we know, a projection device that worked and never put on public performance. Unfortunately, he disappeared and never got around to showing the world his invention.
What happened to him?
It's something of a mystery. In 1890, in September of that year, he was visiting his brother in France, boarded a train to go back to Paris, and didn't arrive in Paris, simply disappeared.
So how did he just simply disappear into thin air?
It's a very good question. Nobody really knows the answer. There are various theories. There was a photograph of a body found in the Paris morgue a few years ago, which people have suggested could have been him, a man who drowned in the river there. But again, there's no specific evidence to suggest that was Leprance.
I've actually heard rumours that at the time his wife Lizzie suggested that Edison had had some kind of dirty work done to get rid of his competitor.
Certainly members of his family did suggest that might be the case. Edison was a very aggressive businessman, you could say, but there's no evidence that he had any involvement in Leprance's disappearance.
And you mentioned as well you've got some films made by Louis.
We do. In the museum's collection we have 3 films made by him, all made in 1888. The first one taken in Roundhay Park at the family home. The second one of his son Adolf playing an accordion and doing a little dance. And probably the most famous one is taken on Leeds Bridge, of the traffic travelling across Leeds Bridge in the centre of the city.